Hello, everyone. I've changed one of our characters' names from Dave to Jason. I received comments that the names of our main character, David and Dave, were too similar, so they requested the change. Let me recap the story for you. Our main character's name is David, and he's from another world. He ended up in the body of a teacher named David, who wasn't considered a good teacher by others. In his previous life, our main character was a librarian. In this life, he has been gifted an incredible, magical library. However, he's struggling to attract students and has even received a warning from the principal. This is a very interesting story. You can watch all the previous episodes to better understand the plot. Now, let's dive into episode 7. How David makes Jason his student. More than just a number, it could be said by seeing just one example that even the best fighters at level 1 could not withstand his strike. "Teacher, please give me advice," Jason begged David, holding a spear. He wasn't tired, nor was he frustrated. To be honest, he didn't expect much from this teacher. Looking at the size of the class, he knew that he couldn't be a great teacher. David had his eyes closed. Hearing Jason's voice, he opened his eyes and smiled. "You've been hurt emotionally. What I mean is, you've been rejected before, right?" Hearing this, Patrick also took out his spear and started assembling it. The spear was quite long, even taller than a person, making it difficult to carry around. It came in 3 parts for easier transportation. "What?" Jason was startled for a second, but then his face turned red. "I liked a girl, but she rejected me." "But this has nothing to do with technique," he said, embarrassed. Jason had liked a girl. One day, filled with excitement, he confessed his feelings to her, but the girl harshly humiliated him. He was ashamed of his actions and hadn't told anyone about it, not even Patrick. How did this teacher know about it? Surprised, Patrick asked, "Is this true? Why didn't you tell me that you were humiliated?" To which Jason, trying to brush off the topic, said, "I'll tell you later," and turned to David. "Teacher, this is my personal matter. I don't know how you found out, but it has nothing to do with my spear technique." David, stepping closer, said, "It has everything to do with it. That's the biggest reason." "What does a broken heart have to do with someone's technique?" Jason wondered. David explained, "Your technique is solid and powerful, just like your personality. You move forward without hesitation, which is a good trait. Warriors should keep moving forward without worrying about little things. But it's sad that after facing rejection, you've started to fear. You're afraid of rejection and being humiliated. This hesitation is affecting your technique. Because of this hesitation, your strikes have lost power." "You figured all this out just from my spear? You could tell that my heart was broken? You know about my personality?" Jason was astonished. David wasn't wrong. Everything he said was accurate. Jason was straightforward, always moving ahead without hesitation. But after the rejection, fear and worry crept in. The fact that this teacher could see so much about him just from his spear was remarkable. Jason had requested to become a student of the best spear teacher in the school, but the teacher refused, saying that Jason wasn't ready yet. Jason didn't know why he was rejected, but this teacher pointed out right away that his technique was faltering because of his fear. Was this teacher even better than Varma, sir? Jason started thinking. David, waving his hand like an expert, said, "It's simple. A spear reflects a person's heart. If the heart isn't clear, it shows in their technique. Your technique is fine, but it seems hazy due to the fear you can't let go of. I can tell it's due to some attachment." Hearing this, not only did Jason's face turn red, but Patrick's jaw dropped. Was it really possible to figure out what was in someone's heart just by looking at their technique? Both friends couldn't believe it. "Teacher, will you give me some advice as well?" Patrick asked, stepping forward. Without waiting for David's response, he began showing his spear technique. Like Jason, Patrick's strike was solid, but without any fear. His strike flowed smoothly like running water. There was no doubt that Patrick was better than Jason, which was why Varma Sir had chosen him and not Jason. Finishing his demonstration, Patrick stood straight. When he wielded his spear, he looked like a terrifying demon. But as soon as he stopped, he stood still like a statue, his expression returning to that of a human. Although he wasn't very powerful at level 1, he had worked hard on his spear technique. David said to Patrick, "Your stomach is weak. Maybe you're not feeling well today." Patrick, shocked, replied, "You could tell my stomach is upset?" David was spot on. Patrick's stomach had been bothering him since the day before, but it hadn't affected his exam performance. He was able to impress Varma Sir with his technique, but this teacher had figured out everything. How could someone tell the state of a person's heart and stomach just from their technique? Where did this man come from? David calmly said, "If you want my advice, become my student." Patrick and Jason were both stunned, but the teacher spoke as if it were an everyday matter. What the two didn't know was that the library had helped David. The book with their names mentioned all these weaknesses, and David had simply read it. Jason, now kneeling, said, "Teacher, I'm ready to accept you as my teacher." David was pleased by this. Without giving any advice, he had won over Jason just by pointing out his flaws. David handed Jason a token and said, "Complete the process." Without hesitation, Jason pricked his finger, letting a drop of blood fall on the token. "Yes, sir. It's done. Since you've accepted me as your teacher, here's my advice. In any relationship, you must have your own place. Without establishing that, why would the other person respect you? You need to stop fearing and focus on your training. You need to show the person who rejected you how big of a mistake they made. Prove it with your strength." David recalled something he had read in a book and smiled, saying, "A river changes its course, so don't make fun of someone's weakness." Hearing this, it was as if a fire lit up in Jason's heart. He was highly motivated, determined to prove himself. His pain would now become his strength. Seeing Jason rise above his fear, David said, "Now pick up your spear. Let's go." "Yes, sir." Jason lifted his spear. His movements showed improvement, and as he swung it through the air, it made a sharp whoosh sound. The entire room shook with his strength. When he struck the wall, a number appeared, 235. Before, even with all his strength, he could only score 110 points, but now his score had more than doubled. "Thank you, sir." All doubts were erased from Jason's mind. He bowed to David, now fully convinced of his teacher's ability. Seeing the score, Patrick's body trembled. He was happy for Jason, but he also felt envious. When Varma Sir had given him advice, his score had improved by 30%. But this teacher's advice had resulted in a 100% improvement. If he had known this teacher's name earlier, he wouldn't have wasted time looking for Varma Sir. Patrick was a bit upset, but then he began to wonder why this teacher wasn't famous. He couldn't help but ask, "Sir, may we know your name?" Hearing Patrick's question, Jason also realized that he didn't even know the teacher's name. David responded, "My name is David." "That name sounds familiar," Patrick said, thinking for a moment before his face turned angry. As far as I remember, there was a useless teacher named David who scored 0 in the annual exams. Is that you?" "I'm the same David," David replied. Both friends were shocked. There were many rumors about the incompetent teacher. They had heard all sorts of stories before coming to the school, how he knew nothing and gave bad advice to students, couldn't focus, and should be avoided. Even after coming to the school, they continued to hear these rumors, and they had taken care to avoid this teacher. They had never imagined that the teacher they were considering an expert was the same useless teacher. "Teacher, if you know so much, why do people say those things about you?" Jason asked. He didn't know David well, but he was completely convinced of his skills. How could such a teacher be called useless? Looking sad, David replied, "There are many jealous people in this world. A lot of what they say isn't true." With a sad face, he inwardly cursed those people. If it hadn't been for the library, he might have scored negative points. So, in a way, getting 0 was actually a good score. Seeing his teacher looking sad, Jason made a decision. "Sir, I'll prove all these rumors wrong. Don't worry." David smiled and said, "Don't worry about what people say. Just focus on your training. That's enough for me. Take your token and get your bed and books. Make sure you're in class on time tomorrow." With that, Jason's respect for David grew even more. "Yes, sir," he said, and both friends left the room.